A couple of years ago, I was on vacation and I really wanted to chase the sunrise. I wanted to go see it out on the lake, but the coastline blocked my view of the sun coming up. So I had to take this kayak a few hundred yards offshore in a small craft advisory to catch the most glorious sunrise I had ever seen in my life. Now here's the thing, I risked a lot to go watch this sunrise knowing that the sun was coming up. At this point in my life, I know the sun's coming up tomorrow and the next day and the next day, even when the clouds are out there or whatever it is. And you know, I liken the experience to really the experience of faith and really taking this plunge, you know, out into the risky waters of surrendering to God. But why? Because you know the sun's gonna come up. We come to this experience really through different life experiences because there's been so many times where the sun hasn't come up from the pleasures in the world, wealth or achievements or power or whatever it is. You know, our experience of life in the world is just total darkness. It's empty. It doesn't fulfill us. And there's this moment of trust when we know that it isn't there, that the sun's gotta rise somewhere. And Jesus promises that it rises in our own hearts when we surrender to Him in a life of faith. We take that kayak out into choppy waters, knowing from His promise that the sun will rise. And we will have the fulfillment that we desire so deeply, at least someday in eternal life. So as I've taken my own Catholic faith more and more seriously, I continue to go out there on the water, trusting the sun will come up, that the sun will rise, and it will be glorious. I know it now more than ever. I know the promise, the hope, the desire, the expectation of the fulfillment that the Lord promises. Why don't you get into your own boat and join us on a journey of faith in becoming Catholic, that you might too come to know and trust that the sun will rise in your own heart, not just in your heart, your whole life, ultimately the fullness of life in eternity.